Hi Internet, thanks for joining me today on my YouTube channel where we do a daily crossword puzzle. Today we've got the Sunday New York Times crossword posted on October 5th, 2025. The constructor is John Kugelman. Will Schwartz is the editor. I'm John Appleseed, your host here on the channel. And the title of today's puzzle is All Too Wise. So that'll be a hint to the theme. My first guess is that all the themed answers will have two Y's in them, two letters Y. But it could also be something about owls or about wisdom. I don't know. We'll figure it out. One across, classic target of a troll. It's a longish answer. Don't know. One down, surreptitiously loops in for short. You might blind CC someone on an email chain. Two down, troubles. Ales would fit. Three down, low fat. Maybe diet or light. L-I-T-E. Classic target of a troll. Nope. Hard to understand. Nope. 22 across. Okay, this one's in italics, indicating our theme. Sailor who drinks only the finest grog. All too wise. Nope. ID on a credit check. All right, that's going to be SSN, Social Security number. So what is... Three down, low fat, maybe lean. Jack Sprat could eat no fat. His wife could eat no lean. Classic target of a troll. Could this be clear as mud for hard to understand? Troubles could be ills. Target of a troll. Nope, four down, blank Americas, Las Americas, the Americas. Five down, many, many months would be years, YRS. Six down, venues like New York City's Stonewall Inn. I think that's where the Stonewall riots happened, so maybe a gay icon or something like that. Classic target of a troll. Nope, seven down, Donnie or Marie, the Osmonds. Yes, eight down is stockpile, maybe a mass. And nine down, light rebukes, tisks. Okay, the troll under the bridge. That was the Three Billy Goats gruff. The Three Billy Goats gruff. Before the other side, you see, answer me my questions three. Let's try ills for troubles. Billy Goats as the target, or Billy Goat as the target of a troll, and clear as mud for hard to understand. A classmate. We take the phrase classmate, we change it to a classy matey, putting two Y's in there, all too wise, and we get classy matey, a sailor who would only drink the finest grog because he is so classy. Okay, let's try, is it gay icon or gay, could be something else. Light rebukes, tuts, tut tut. It looks like rain. Okay, I like all of those. 10 across, prized steed. Nope, 10 down for crying out loud. No, 11 down, hoot. Nope, 12 down, before, air, or go. 13 down, referees, mistake. A blown call. Nope, 14 across, little hellions. Imps might fit for little hellions. Kindle competitor. I think Barnes & Noble made the Nook e-reader. 24 across. Here's another themed answer. Knockoff version of a sweet treat. Not understanding that. Nighttime demons. No. Wuthering Heights setting. They tromped about on the moors in those books. 16 down is visually striking. It pops. And Portree is the capital of this isle. So I think we're going to end in a Y for the theme purposes. So maybe the Isle of Skye. I think that's right. So does this end in canopy? Knockoff, or a copy. Knockoff version of a sweet treat. Something copy would be the knockoff. And then what is it? A cop. A traffic cop? Traffic copy? It has to end in another Y, I think. Taffy copy? No. Crying out loud. 25 down is whom Uncle Sam wants for the U.S. Army. I want you for the U.S. Army. When in the blank of human events, when in the course of human events, from the Declaration of Independence. I was thinking succubus is a nighttime demon. Is an incubus the same thing? I don't think I'm familiar with that word, but if it is a word, then the plural could be incubi. 33 across, paint carelessly, to daub with paint, I think. Referee's mistake. Yeah, a blown call, a bad call, maybe. Some kind of call. A sweet treat. Candy copy. Canned cop. So classmate would make sense. I mean, not related to the clue, but would make sense as a crossword answer on its own. So we take the Y's out, we get classmate. If we took the Y's out here, it's got to be something cop, right? So canned cop isn't a thing, is it? For crying out loud. Hoot. Hoot and a holler. Is it the sound of an owl? Soft through the dark, the hoot of an owl in the sky. Sad though his song, no bluer was he than I. Canned copy. Canned copy makes sense, but not canned cop. I think Arab is the prize steed, an Arab horse. Riga is the capital of Latvia. And again, I apologize to Latvia. I mixed up Latvia and Lithuania in a recent video where I was describing where the Lets live. They live in Latvia, not Lithuania. Arg could be for crying out loud. Who could be a riot? Good cop, bad cop. Good cop becomes goody copy, a copy of a goody. And it is a go for before. Long, long ago, say an hour or so, I recall that I saw you smile. So I think we can put in boss fight for the end of level showdown in a video game here. 30 across is bridges. A bridge would span a river. Venues like Stonewall Inn, so not gay icon, but a gay bar, gay bars. 19 down, death blank, death defying, another Y. Let's see if that plays into the theme. Vote for, a vote in favor of something would be a yay or yes. Triangular sign is yield for 23 down. And 28 down, like wild meat. Sometimes it is game, wild game. 35 across, projectionist's item, a film reel. 34 across, alternative to kale. Chard is another bitter green with an A there. 31 down, he was a Rolling Stone in a Motown classic. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Can't quite think of that song. Managed to lose as a tail. You can shake a tail. 42 across, game with players known as shooters. I think this is the game. Shooters is the other alternative name for the game, maybe craps. Or I guess the players in craps are known as shooters. So I think that works. Official hand gesture of Hawaii for 46 across, I think, is the shaka. We have an example there, a little emoji. 51 across, the 4,765-year-old Methuselah is one. A name. I don't know. Methuselah was in the list of long-lived people in the book of Genesis. Methuselah is the oldest, so I don't know what it is. 56 across, press coverage. Nope, 60 across, cryptographers' needs. Code. Seems too simple. 66 across, flies the coop. No, 70 across, knitted cap. Beanie, perhaps. Bewildered. No, bewildered by this little section of the puzzle. 79 across, martial artist Bruce is Bruce Lee. And 85 across, places. Sites, puts as a verb. 46 down, hybrid sport played with a trampoline like net. Some kind of ball. Places. No. 42 down, oolong or lapsang souchong. Oolong is a kind of tea. Maybe these are Chinese teas. Or tells us that it will be a singular answer. 34 down, actor Affleck when he needs a nap. Ben Affleck. So he might be cranky if he needs a nap. Cranky Benny. Crank Ben? No. Press coverage. Ink. We got a lot of ink on that story. Yes. I think it's going to be Cranky Benny, but I'm not quite getting the joke. This is a kind of wine. Very old wine. You might need the key to decrypt your code as a cryptographer. Flies the coop. Let's try beanie for the knitted cap. Ben Affleck. That's right, isn't it? No, Casey. Crankcase is something from a car, right? Ben Affleck has a brother who's also a very good actor called Casey Affleck. Yeah, sorry, Casey, didn't think of you right off the bat. So, yeah, Casey Affleck is the actor in question here. And if he needed a nap, he might be Cranky Casey, which takes the phrase crankcase and adds Y's to both of the words. Sound. No. Escape. Escapes for flies the coop. It's got to be some kind of ball, right? Swike ball? I don't know that. Bewildered. At sea. I'm confused. I'm bewildered. Just as you were going, leaving me all at sea. The clouds broke, they broke, and oh, what a break for me. So maybe Methuselah is a very old tree, a pine tree. And I like lays for places. I lay it on the table. And then spike ball. Don't know what that is. With a trampoline-like net. Not familiar with that, but I think the rest of these all work. Okay, let's try this. Section 43 across, another themed answer. Convenient spot for a cat nap. And then Y, probably. 44 down is twists. Side to side is yaws, the motion of a ship from side to side. The nose moving from side to side is yawing. 43 down is actor Bill of Barry. Bill Hader, right? How do we spell that? Like that, I think. Some non-licensed tributes. Fan fiction. Or fan, I guess it's just fanfic. Kind of a collective plural there. Will be tributes to a character, but not licensed. Darn it, dang. 52 across, zilch. Okay, nada for zilch. Spanish for nothing. Maybe this is fan art. 57 across, scorching. Searing or something like that. Gratis. No fee for gratis. And Swiss locale of the annual meeting of the World Economic Forum, Davos, Switzerland. So scorching is over hot, perhaps. Suitable for the middle-aged. So 40 could be your middle-aged. 40 fortnight. No. 58 down, evil alter ego. Evil alter ego of literature. Maybe that's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde was the evil alter ego. Garden shelter for 53 down. Nope, 54 down. Discovery of chemist John Dalton. No, we're going to try over hot for scorching. I think I've heard that word before, but I could figure out what it means. 40. No, garden shelter. 36 down is Slugger's stats. Slugger's baseball players here, probably runs batted in, RBIs. Startled cries, let's try eeks. And 33 down, proofreader's mark could be DELE for delete. Okay, so it's not game, it is gamey. Wild meat could be gamey. I think I would usually spell that with an EY ending. And a convenient spot for a catnap, a belly that is close to hand, a handy belly, and that is a pun on handbell. All right, Eeks, DELE looks right. 53 across, prominent feature of dubstep music. I guess it has a heavy bass line, maybe, just from the letters we've got. Garden shelter. Don't know that. Discovery of chemist John Dalton. No. Pain relieving drug for 68 across. Don't know that. All right, let's move up to this section. 38 across. If you ask me nicely, I may grant your request, possibly. 45 across. Singer Rita. That's Rita Ora. She shows up in the crosswords a lot these days. 49 across. Wild. No. Wrap up tight. To swaddle, to what? Don't know. 59 across. Agents, good news. No. 59 down. Waffle House alternatives. You might eat at an IHOP instead of your local Waffle House. 55 down. You're cramping my blank. You're cramping my style. Kind of like swaddle, but it doesn't fit. Old-fashioned term of address. Ma'am? Wild? Amok? No. It's an agent's good news. Oh dear. I'm thinking of an agent telling you, you got the part. Something like that, but I'm not quite sure. Oh dear, for 65 across. Nope, 69 across. The chiffons, blank. So fine. He's so fine. Wish he were mine. Can't quite think of the melody for that one. Sorry. 74 across. Look what I did. Nope. Well, none of these are clicking for me. 50 down is old-fashioned term of address. Half woman, half bird, all attitude for 39 down. Half woman, half bird, all attitude. Sassy might be suggested by attitude. We need two words that end in Y. This will be a Y. No. Eureka, shouter for 40 down. That's Archimedes. He was in the bathtub and figured out that floating things displace water, if I remember the story right from grade school. Benny Hill theme song. Yep. I think that is Yakety Sax. Kind of surprised. I remember that from reading it somewhere. 78 across, global currency market for short. An index, or is it Monex? I think is a monetary exchange. Look what I did. Ta-da. All attitude. Let's try amok like that for wild. Amok, I think I usually see spelled A-M-O-K. And then wrap up tight. To swathe. Yes. And then yakety sax is spelled like that. It's a hit. Okay, yeah, your agent might say, hey, good job, it's a hit. A mouthy. Mouthy is all attitude. Half woman, half bird. Mouthy harpy? Forex. Could be foreign exchange. Mouthy harpy. So I think, yeah, a harpy is a mythical creature that is half woman, half bird. And that gives us mouth harp, which is a word for a harmonica. Okay. Oh dear is my, and it is ma'am for the old-fashioned term of address. All right, that section is done. 84 across, sorry. Taps on the snoot is boops. Boop. Like so. 40 worthy. Fort Worth, Texas. we put Y's on the end and we get 40 worthy. It is appropriate for somebody in their 40s, 40 worthy. Pain relieving drug, Demerol. Is that a prescription drug? I don't know. Never had it. A Bower. I think a collection of Bowers is a Bowery. Okay. Pop icon with a Best Actress award. Probably Cher. 73 across. Huff and Puff. Pipe. Huff and Puff. No. Twisted Do. Do can be a party or a hairdo. Nope. 76 across. Polynesian staple. That's boy. 80 across. Suspicious absence from school. No. La vie en rose, Seigneur, is Edith Piaf. Quand il me prend dans les bras, il me parle tout bas. Je vois la vie en rose. So 76 down, sorry, is ad council spots or public service announcements, PSAs. Sports journalist Linda. Don't know. Hi-O Silver or Hi-Ho Silver? I think it's Hi-O Silver. The Lone Rangers cry. Hi-O Silver away. Suspicious absence. Is it tardy? Nope. 82 down. TV journalist Kotab is Hoda. Kotab could be spelled with a U there maybe. 83 down. What wavy lines and comic strips represent odor or stink? 77 down. Some memes of the 2000s. No. Twisted Do. Not follow suit in bridge. I don't know what that is. Don't know bridge very well at all, actually. Has something to do with tricks and trumps. 64 down, frequent on-screen partner of Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn or Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy, I think is what that is. Okay, so that gives us a Y for the end of this. A fishy. Fishy could be suspicious. Fishy story? Fishy. No. 73 across. Huff and Puff. Oh, could be to vape. Huff and Puff is vape. Twisted Do. Okay, locks, I think, or lokes, I think are African American braided hairstyle. Twisted hairdo. Not follow suit. Is that revoke, maybe? Play hooky is to take an absence from school, and if you did it in a suspicious way, it would be fishy hooky, a play on fish hook. Is this Linda Cohn? Snuggle could be canoodle. 487 across. Revoke looks right. Some memes of the 2000 lolcats. Remember lolcats? Can I has cheeseburger? What's up, Doc? For 91 across. Okay, that's good. We got most of the puzzle done. 88 across. Stooge, who said Soitenly. Didn't they all say that? No, that was probably Curly. Curly may have done this, kind of his catchphrase. 74 down. Gimlets and screwdrivers are both tools. Gimlets and screwdrivers are also both cocktails, but gimlet is like a pointed, stabby thing. Driver's warning. 4. I think we're talking about golf here. Wise guys, maybe sages. Oh, here is a wise related clue. Maybe that's a little Easter egg for people who thought all too wise was going to be something about wisdom. 4. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Facial reaction might be bug eyes, or bug-eyed would be the facial expression. Southwestern culinary fusion. Nope. Extra. No. 96 across. Purple fruit with a distinctive inner shape. Some kind of grape. Nope. 89 across. Poses. Sits for an artist. Crudely built shack. Maybe a lean-to. 102 across. Another themed answer. How sad. You actually think you can win, for example. No, but it will end in a Y. 107 across. Present opener. Could be omni, a prefix that could go before the word present to give us omnipresent. 110 down, see 95 down. 95 down is common 110 across stressor. No. Macbeth or Macduff for 93 down. Well, kind of like Scott for that. Both of those characters from Macbeth, the play. Maybe this is shanty. Disgusting in tot speak. Icky. Let's try shanty for the crudely built shack. And then Scott for Macbeth or Macduff. Bygone iPhone button. They used to have a home button. Yeah, I don't know why they have to make things so complicated. Is it acne and teen? A teen might get stressed out by acne, which would give you more acne, I think. And then became real as bad news. It set in. It sank in. Sank in. Poses. Acts. Yeah, you're acting like you know what you're doing. You're posing. Pigpen is a sty. How sad. You actually think you can win. A cocky... What? You can pose a question, can't you? So you ask a question. Then icky for tot speak. Maybe it's icky poo. 103 down. Vex. Nope, 96 down. Move around and around. To spin. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right round. I think a Creole staple is okra from Creole cuisine, unlike a cover. No, vex could be irk. 103 down, that fits with the K. Maybe this is stir for move around and around. A cover version of a song would not be an original, and it's abbreviated ORIG. Rapper with a feline sounding name. Doja Cat or Tyga. That sounds like tiger. Okay. Purple fruit. Oh, and this is cocky pity. We're having pity for them, but in a braggadocious way, a cocky way. So we're taking the phrase cockpit and inserting Y's there to make cocky pity. Don't know what this is. Odors. I was trying to avoid spelling this the British way, O-D-O-U-R, but it might make it plural to give us odors. Star anise is some kind of plant. Okay, let's put that in there. Well, chest muscles for short are pecs or what? Extra. Nope. And 88 down, Southwestern culinary fusion. No. 104 across, a locksmith getting stuck in bedroom handcuffs, say. Is it irony? Some kind of irony could be the end, maybe. 109 across, something parents may try to limit for their kids' screen time. So I think this is pecs for the chest muscles. Extra. No. Bug eyes, I think, for facial reaction. 105 down, close of business. Incorporated are letters that might come after the word business and a business name. 66, for example, if you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, takes the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. So it is Route 66, I think, for 106 down. 100 down is this round's on me. Barista or barrister? Don't know that. They're jobs. Is that what it is? Both are examples of employment. Is it steely irony? Or steam iron gives us steamy irony. They're caught in bedroom handcuffs, which injects an element of steaminess to the whole sordid business. And it is ironic because they are a locksmith stuck in handcuffs. So we take steam iron and make it steamy irony. Knit is to join. Effortless way to advance. You advance to the buys in a round of a tournament in which actors barely go through the motions. Sex scenes. They are going through the motions without any clothes on, or with relatively few clothes on. Extra is spare. Star apple. Haven't heard of that. And Cal-Mex could be California, Mexico, so that would fit with Southwestern culinary fusion. So I think L finishes the puzzle. There we go, over 30 minutes. So that took some thinking. I try and get the Sundays done in under 30 minutes, so we weren't that much over, but a little bit. So this one was a little bit difficult for me. I wanted gay icon for 6 down, which took me a minute to figure out an alternative for that. What else gave me trouble? Star apple. Haven't heard of a star apple. I think I had what? I had lean-to, and then shacks, and then shanty. Icky poo. And I went through, for poses, I had sits, and then acts, and then finally asks. So that took a couple variants to get into that. Yeah, so this was so my first thought was that we would have all the answers would have 2 Y's in them, all 2 Y's. That turned out to be correct, but you can't always go with your first thought for guessing the theme. All right, that was a fun puzzle. Thanks so much for joining me. Please come back for more puzzles and games, and I'll see you next time.